Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you are doing well. My name is Asmara Fahim and today we are going to study about a poem.
The title of the poem is A Night in June. This beautiful poem has been written by famous English poet William Wordsworth. In today's lesson, we will get to know about the difference between prose and poetry, how to read poetry with proper pronunciation. You will also get to know about meanings of typical words along with parts of speech as well as rhyming words of the poem. Dear students, before reading of the poem, let me tell you about the difference between a prose and a poem. Prose is the ordinary form of written or spoken language. Normal everyday speech is spoken in prose, and most people think and write in prose form. Prose comprises of full grammatical sentences which consist of long and short paragraphs. For example, essays, stories writing, and different documentaries. Whereas a poem is a collection of spoken words that expresses ideas or emotions in a powerful, imaginative style. Lines and stanzas can be found in a poetry. Students, poetry is a type of literature based on the interplay of words and rhythm. In poetry, words are strung together to form sounds, images, and ideas. Hope so you got the difference between a prose and a poem. Before starting the formal lesson, I want you to open your textbook, page number 9. Once you open your textbook, you will see this wonderful poem written by famous English poet William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was an English poet with a great love of nature. He began to write his own poems when he was still a child. He was encouraged to read and memorize classic poetry from a young age. Most of his poems are based on beauties of nature. Now, let's start reading. The sun has long been set. The stars are out by twos and threes. The little birds are piping yet among the bushes and trees. There's a cuckoo and one or two thrushes, and a far off wind that rushes, and the sound of water that gushes, and the cuckoo's sovereign cry fills all the hollow of the sky. Dear students, you can see different highlighted words on the screen. Before starting the explanation of the poem, repeat these words after me. Piping, bushes, cuckoo, thrushes, rushes, gushes, sovereign, hollow. Now, let's move to the explanation of the poem. In this poem, A Night in June, the poet William Wordsworth described the beautiful night of summer in London. As I told you earlier about the poet's love for nature, so he is portraying the beauty of night in his own words. Students, portraying means to describe someone or something in a particular way. The sun has long been set. The stars are out by twos and threes. In these lines, poet tells us that the sun has already been set long ago, and now the night is spreading as it is the start of the night. Therefore, a few stars are sparkling on the sky. Students, sunset means the time in the evening when the sun disappears and darkness follows. The little birds are piping yet among the bushes and trees. The little birds are chirping among the bushes and trees near their nests, as during the early night when the birds return to their nest after a tiring search of food. They make noise to show happiness and gratitude to the god. There is a cuckoo and one or two thrushes, and a far off wind that rushes, and the sound of water that gushes. Now birds are resting in their nests, but a cuckoo and a few more birds are still singing with joy, as there is silence all over. So the poet can hear gush of flowing water as well as the rush of moving wind and enjoys the music which is being played by Mother Nature. And the cuckoo's sovereign cry fills all the hollow of the sky. A loud sound made by the cuckoo fills up the spaces in the sky. These enchanted sounds altogether mesmerize the poet and give him great pleasure. Students, enchanted mean magical and mesmerized means impressed or fascinated. Dear students, I am introducing few words with the help of sounds so that your concept must be clear. First word is cuckoo. Cuckoo is a type of bird with beautiful sound.
Gushes. Gushes means pores, floods, streams.
Next word is piping. Piping means whistling or singing. Thrush. Thrush is also a small or medium-sized songbird. Sovereign. Sovereign means superior, like that a ruler. Students, here poet has used this word sovereign for the cry of cuckoo, which is loud enough to fill all the spaces of the sky.
Rushes. Rushes mean a sudden, quick movement. Dear students, let's learn about rhyming words. What are rhyming words? A rhyme is a repetition of similar sounding words occurring at the end of lines in poems or songs. For example, if the ending sound of the word is at, then rhyming words would be cat, bat, hat, rat, fat. If the ending sound of a word is an, then rhyming words would be fan, man, van, can, pan. When you are figuring out if two words rhyme, use your ears to listen as you say the words. If they sound the same or similar, they rhyme.
Students, you can see on the screen some highlighted words at the end of each line. Now we have to find same sounding words. Listen carefully. Set, threes. Do they rhyme? No, because they don't have same ending sound. Let's move forward. Set, yet. Set and yet are rhyming words because both words have same ending sound. That is at. Set, yet. Now next word is threes, and this word is rhymed with trees. Threes, trees. Thrushes, rushes and gushes are rhyming words. Why? Because these words have same ending sound. Cry and sky. Now you know very well about the rhyming words. Dear students, hope you got all important points of the lecture. Thank you and take care.